talk.
Woo!
I mean, they've lost a few of the games, but there were 6
Dude,
games played. They lost 4 the first 4, since we last talked, but then they won the last 2 games. So go ahead.
I picked them to beat the Vegas Knights. I was going
Mhm.
out on a limb here. I
Yeah.
almost had it right.
Yeah.
They scored 4 goals in, like, 8 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, that 3rd period was a fucking nightmare.
They
2
literally scored, like,
shorthanded,
4
2
4
shorties 23 seconds apart early in
right,
that 3rd period. That like, they
dude,
fell
I
apart
was
on you.
watching the game.
Yeah.
I'm watching the
You
game.
texted us.
We
You
get to the
texted
3rd period, and I'm like, "Oh, dude." And then
it fell
4
apart.
goals in a couple of 2 in a couple of seconds, and then another 2.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah.
And then, there was another one. I think I picked a second
Yeah,
game.
yeah. So here's the thing. You picked Tampa Bay. You and Tyler picked Tampa
Yeah, I
Bay
got
as the
Tampa
win.
Bay.
I picked New Jersey as the win. We all got 1 point. So
Yeah,
nobody no positionings have changed in our win of the week schedule racings there. But me and Tyler picked the Philly game as well, and that was a 4-0 loss. Georgiev started that game instead of Askarov and showed why Askarov needs to be the guy long term, because he was not very good. Uh, but I mean, we're gonna talk happy stuff. So Mark Edward Vlasic made his debut, and he got the primary assist on Toffoli's goal. Askarov had 24 saves on 25 chances. That's a 960 save percentage for those of you keeping track at home. And then he follows that up with the Devils game on Saturday. He stops 28 of 30 for a 933 save percentage and first star of the game. And he was fucking hyped too. So and
yeah.
that's what we love to see, you know. And Celebrini scored early in the third as well in that game, and that really I'm loving the rookies. We talked about it before. The Sharks are watchable. We
Bro,
wanted watchable, and that's what we're getting. We're getting a team that they surprise a couple of times. I mean, uh, Tampa Bay is a they're a team in the playoff position. I think New Jersey is as
they're
well.
legit.
Like so
They're a
so
good
they're
team.
they're catching teams by surprise a little bit, and Macklin
I mean,
Celebrini having this
they had the
effect,
Golden Knights on the
yeah,
ropes,
yeah,
and you
until
lost
until
it.
the third period happened, yeah.
Right, but you had them on the ropes. So, I mean, you're a competitive team. You're getting better. Um, Real quick story, Vince. Julia and I were in San Jose.
Yeah,
Julia actually got me a jersey for Christmas,
nice.
and so I look at the jersey, and she already knew that the jersey that I wanted. Of course, I wanted the Celebrini. I wanted it in black. It's
Yeah.
really hard to get a black jersey from the Sharks right now.
Mhm.
So we go down to the team store. I ended up getting the teal jersey, but they're out of Celebrinis. So they gave me a deal where they embroidered it for the same price if it was already made. So
Oh, nice.
when we
So you
go
got
to
a
the
higher quality jersey for the regular
higher
mid.
quality, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah,
Um, so I get to pick it up. We're all, Vince, you're coming with us. We're going to the game on January 25th
that's
for my
right.
birthday.
That's
We're
right.
picking up the teal jersey. She
Mhm.
goes, the lady goes, shout out Angelina at the team shop. She goes, Samuel, what name and what player do you want on your jersey? The man, Celebrini. Like, what are you just like, like, there's no she's like, I figured, so January 25th, we get to, christen that one, at the
Nice.
game.
Mhm.
Very excited. My first hockey sweater.
Yeah.
So, my first hockey
Yeah, I mean,
sweater,
I've
so
got about 6 or 7 of them in my closet right now. I'm trying to decide which black one do I wanna bring, let alone,
yeah,
which or am I gonna go teal? Am I gonna go with the jumbo one or the Pavelski one? Hell,
right.
I have a Pickles one. Like,
Wow.
if I could wear a Mark Edward Vlasic one, like, I could go, you know what? If I hug them in the back, I might start looking like the hockey guy, like I got a but they're only
Great
Sharks.
channel.
Great channel too, by
Great
the way.
channel,
Yeah,
hockey
I love
guy.
that
He's
dude.
amazing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man,
All right. So just as far, yeah.
very excited for the Sharks. Lots of young talent. I know the record isn't like
Yeah,
It'd be a lot better if it was 23, 13, and 6,
yeah, but they're
but
13, 23, and 6. They're
right,
last in
we're
the division. They're 15th in the West.
extremely young
I'm
team.
I'm not mad. Honestly,
Um, they
yeah,
got a
this is
up and
fine.
coming how old is Oscarov? He's like, what, 22, 23 years
Yeah,
old,
he's
something
young.
like
He's
that,
super
so
young. He's like 22. Yeah.
Celebrini's can't even buy a beer.
Yeah. He can't buy a beer in Canada, I don't think.
You
Like,
know,
that's how
Will
young he
Smith
is.
is what,
He's
21,
19.
22?
He
He's
they
also 19, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
they're like, Celebrini's 18. I
And
think Will Smith is 19, maybe 20. Yeah.
Celebrini and Will Smith are getting all the hype because they're, like, very high draft picks,
Mhm.
but shout out William Eklund, man. He
He
is
was a high
doing
pick a couple years ago though, but yeah.
but not top
He
5.
he was no, he's not a top 5. No. But yeah.
No, he's a first round draft pick, but
Yeah.
he wasn't considered a
Yeah.
top flight talent, and
Right. No, no, no. Yeah.
he's playing really well. There is a lot of young talent on this team, and we haven't even talked about what players are in the minor leagues and what the Barracuda are doing. The Barracuda are in playoff contention for yeah, it's minor leagues, but you know what? Young guys need to learn how to win. Eventually, these guys are going to be at the NHL level, and they're going to play together, and they're going to be used to winning. They're going to want to win. They're going to want to continue to win, and I think that's important. I really like the plan that Mike Greer has for this team, where Celebrini, Will Smith, and Eklund and Askarov, they're all young guys learning how to be pros together. I love all the off the ice stuff, how each young player is kind of paired up with a vet. You live with a vet,
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
So I just really love the direction of this franchise and where they're going. Mike Greer is doing a fantastic job, and they're going to have a ton of cap space over the next couple of years. So if they start surprising next year, the year after that, um, you're going to have the ability to add players, add a veteran that can get you into the playoffs or put you over the top. So sky's the limit with this team. I love it. So
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
said, I guess we should do
Yeah, so there's just a couple of notes here for hockey as well in general. Right after Christmas, Detroit fired Derek Lalonde and assistant Bob Bugner, former Sharks head coach, and they hired Todd McClellan, former
former
Sharks
Sharks.
head coach, as their head coach, and they brought on Trent Yanni as his assistant, former Sharks assistant under
Yep.
Todd McClellan. So familiar faces in Detroit. That's a like if you remember if you were around the Sharks fandom in the in the olden days in 94 that the Sharks as the 8 seed beat the Detroit Red Wings as the 1 seed in 1994, the first season in the playoffs, their third season in existence, and their first season in San Jose because those first two were at the Cow Palace.
Right.
So there's a lot of history between the Detroit Red Wings and the San Jose Sharks. Hell, uh the God, it's just it's so wild. You think about um when they were introducing the team, and Gordie Howe is wearing like he's there in San Jose wearing Sharks teal jersey to hype the team up or whatever because hockey's coming to San Jose, so they brought Mr. Hockey, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, just like there's a lot of history there with with those two organizations, and it continues now. The following day on Friday the 27th, Mackenzie Blackwood, former
Former Shark.
Sharks goalie, he gets a 5-year extension with Colorado, five and a quarter million average annual value. So that's good for him. Get your bag, and he's helping Colorado right the ship a little bit. They had a goaltender problem, and he's playing pretty well, and he's helping them out. So good for him. Uh, and then the following day on the 28th, Ryan Warsofsky, the Sharks head coach, confirms to the press that Vitek Vanacek broke his cheek when a puck hit him while on the bench in the prior week. And so he's week to week, he's being reevaluated every week. And it's going to be Askarov's job for the foreseeable future, I think, because when Vanacek comes back, Askarov's not going down. You can't send him down. He's played way too well.
Yeah.
I think there would be a revolt if you did. It's going to be Georgiev going down, I think, and he was the player that we got back in the Colorado trade, I believe. So Yeah, and just after that, it's just kind of been, uh, people just kind of talking. There's, like we're about halfway through the season, so there's like mailbags on the Athletic saying, "Oh, the Sharks are actually watchable. Macklin Celebrini's doing better than they thought." A couple of Sharks players were in the World Junior Championships. They're not players with the team, but they're
Yeah,
they're minor
in the
leaguers.
minor leagues. Yep.
Yeah. And a couple of them actually played each other in the gold medal match. So one of them got gold, the other got silver. So that's it's fun. Uh, you know, cool little stories, cool little things happening here. If you have not been on this Sharks bandwagon, like we said, we've been saying it basically for a year now, almost at this point. Now's the time. Now's the
Get
time to
on
hop
right now.
on. Get
Yeah.
on. Cause things are looking good. Arrows pointing up.